Good morning, folks. Got a Type 95 gameplay here. Oh my god, Type 95. What kind of overpowered douchebag is this guy? This isn't another model mob. And you know what? I'd like to digress that point. I'm pretty sure I'm using the word digress right there. I'm trying to make my vocabulary sound like I'm running for president, although I don't entirely know half the time what I'm saying. Anyway, moving on. Type 95. I don't think it's very overpowered. What do you guys think about that? I'm going to move on to that in a second, but I got a few questions first. One, what do you guys like at the beat? What do you guys? Do you like the beat in the background right now? Not the specific beat, but the idea of putting a beat behind the music. Behind the music. God, am I really saying this right now? Oh my god. What do you guys think basically of me putting a beat in the background? Just, keep it a little bit more interesting. Kind of make it sound more professional, I guess. I'd like to think that I have good taste in music. I pretty much listen to all types of music, save Screamo music. Nothing against people that do listen to Screamo. I just listen to music to chill out, and whenever I listen to that kind of music, I usually get a headache, so, I can understand the appeal, though. So let me know if you guys want to hear beats in the background. And the second question before I move into gameplay is, do you guys like the color correction? I tried to, for this map, there's a lot of green in it. I tried to bring out the green a little bit. I fooled around, and I think I might get different color corrections for each map, because there's certain settings you can make each map look really good with. And let me know if you guys like this one or not. But anyway, the gameplay, Type 95. Do you guys think it's overpowered? I used to. You talk to a lot of people who pick up this game, and previous Call of Duties, pretty much every one of them, except World at War, the assault rifles, or the guns that could do long range and short range at the same time, were usually dominant. But I mean, this game, the maps are so small that submachine guns are really dominant. And I came from previous CODs thinking that this was gonna be the best gun. My first Prestige, I used the crap out of it. I think it was my second gold gun. And at the beginning of the game, everyone was hailing it as this god gun, and it was so overpowered. But as the game moved on, you see less and less of it. You see less and less of all the assault rifles and just more and more submachine guns, because people are starting to realize that the longest distance encounters that you're going to come across in this game, you can usually, handle with an MP7 or a P90 or something. MP7 is, I don't even consider that a submachine gun. I consider it an assault rifle, to be honest. It can beat most guns in the game up close, and a lot of them far away. But I mean, this gun does 55 damage a bullet, and you'd think statistically that it'd be the best burst fire weapon in Call of Duty history, but I don't think so. As the GOAT, or XSMFX the GOAT would put it, I think he said it doesn't hold a candle to the burst fire weapons in previous games. And I mean, he had like 50,000 kills with the G11 and Black Ops, so he knows what he's talking about. And I mean, all the guns in previous Call of Duties, you had to land all 3 bullets in a burst. And if you guys don't know, burst is 3 shots in a quick succession. You had to land all 3 of those shots for it to be a one-hit kill. And this game, the gun does 55 damage a bullet, so 100 damage is a kill, basically. You have 100 health. And Type 95 deals 55 damage per each bullet. So that means each burst with this gun does 165 damage. Almost enough to kill 2 people. But anyway, it's not better than the previous games. I think it's because the hit detection in this game led the developers to make this gun have such high damage, because if you all know, the M16 in this game is pretty bad unless you have host or an amazing connection, because you have to land all 3 bullets like previous games. To give you an example, the M16 in this game is almost the same as it was in COD 4, and yet it's still a very poor weapon choice in comparison to a lot of other guns. Anyway, so it does 55 damage, this gun, but the thing is, the hit detection in this game isn't all that great, I don't find. I mean, I do like the gun, it is really good. I'd say instead of calling it overpowered, just call it annoying. It's like the snipers, they're not really overpowered, it's just annoying. Because if it was overpowered, then I'd just be able to dominate everyone in this game. And the only gun I feel I can dominate everyone with in this game is the Striker. I think that gun's pretty ridiculous. But that's a whole nother story. Anyway, what I'm using, I managed to pick up another guy's Type 95 there. I called in the MOAB, and I've started to wait to call in the MOAB a little bit, just so I get to a safer position, because what I usually end up doing is calling it in as soon as I get it, and I'll be, around a bunch of enemies and end up dying. So I like to go in long streaks, so I'm going to wait a little bit until I'm in a safe place to call the MOAB in. But anyway, what I'm using and what I suggest you use. If you're not very confident in your aim, I'd suggest Red Dot Rapid Fire, just because you can pretty much spam it. Red Dot Rapid Fire is really good up close, but I don't think it's very accurate at long range. It does have quite a bit of recoil without kick, which is what I'm using on my Red Dot Type 95 in this game. God, I almost said FAMAS. If you're not very confident in your aim, use Red Dot Rapid Fire. It's very spammable. It destroys up close, but long range, I don't know. I don't think the Type 95 needs it, because If you're accurate with this gun, I'd say the best combo is kick and red dot, just because not only does it reminisce of the type or the FAMAS from Modern Warfare 2, and just, it looks really similar, and it kind of feels similar in a way. But also, if you're accurate with it, then it conserves ammo. You feel like less of a douchebag, which is definitely a big one for me. And I don't know. I like it with kick and red dot. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, it is good with red dot and impact, good with red dot and focus, but kick and red dot just does it for me. I like to be able to, kind of feather the trigger and make sure all my bullets count. But yeah, no, just like the snipers in this game, a lot of people I see calling guns overpowered without using them. For example, you see a lot of, really big try-hard guys calling sniper rifles super overpowered without ever using them themselves. And while I do think it is really easy to sit in the back of the map with a AS-50 and RSAS and hardscope, to actually play aggressive with a sniper and quickscope is pretty difficult in this game because the other guns do kill so quickly. So, I just think it's annoying and it's not overpowered. Although I do think that the sniper rifles should probably get a hit marker when they shoot someone up close. I mean, the shotguns have limited range. They can't hit people across the map. Why should a sniper rifle be able to kill someone up close? That should be the balance point. But, I'm not going to complain because, for that guy to have the balls to run at me with his Barrett, then all the power to you. But anyway, to touch on the snipers, the reason why I think that you should get a hit marker up close is I just don't really think it's fair that a gunfight with a sniper up close should pretty much come down to whether they miss or not. And I know it takes a long time to get good at quickscoping and all that, but I mean, a gunfight should be fair. It shouldn't be whether they miss. And if they miss, I obviously get the kill. If they don't, then I'm dead and I can't do anything about it. I mean, I've been quickscope, when I have a model in my hands, and that just feels wrong to me. But anyway, I'm going to move more into tips and tricks in the upcoming videos. I know you guys kind of missed that. I did that a lot at the start, and I kind of got burnt out and went into the stories like I used to. I'll do a mix-up of it, but you guys can look forward to some more tips and, my thoughts on the game and just my thoughts on how it's progressed since the beginning of the game. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you like the beat and the color correction. And yeah, what your thoughts are on the Type 95. Peace.